Hello, hello, hello. This is Tooth Be Told, Dr. Kyle Dumpert.
This is Dr. Walter Alka.
Welcome back.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, people that don't know, well, they should know if you've been listening to us. We've taken about a month and a half
We
off.
disappeared for a little bit.
Yeah, from recording, and it's completely my fault. I'm going to be the first one to admit. I'll be bigger and say I was wrong, because what I did was starting to August of 2020. My wife and I had this brilliant idea to start looking for. Actually, we started in May of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking for homes and so forth, and nothing was hitting with us, right? We weren't liking it. If she loved it, I hated it.
Right.
That kind of it's basically a relationship.
Yeah.
Right. And then I said, listen, let's just go look at like new homes, like new builds and so forth. And we went through, and of course we saw a lot, and she saw more than I did. Yeah. I just basically said, get me to a point where you like something, and then I'll go look at it.
Right.
Right. Because I hate looking at houses. I hate looking at decorations. I can't stand any of this stuff.
Right.
So the smartest thing you could possibly do is build a new home.
Yeah.
So that's what I chose. We chose to build a new home because it was the only thing we could agree on. So we started and put the deposits down in like August of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start building. Well, okay, the builder tells us, oh, we're going to start everything, the foundation, in December.
When did you buy the land?
The land was August of 2020.
Okay.
Land is built, purchased. We're looking at it. Every time you can drive by, you can look at it. Even Google Map just has the land.
Okay.
Right? Nothing's built on there. Okay, cool. So we're excited. We wait until December. We're like, oh, we're going to break foundation. We have everybody ready to go. Okay. Then nothing happens. They're like, oh, COVID. Everything is all COVID.
Right.
So imagine, Kyle, if you were supposed to schedule to do an extraction on a patient that's in pain.
Right.
And you went in that day. You said, you know what? It's COVID. I'm not going to do it today. It's COVID.
Right.
And this is an excuse. Everything was COVID.
Right.
Every time we fell behind, it was COVID. Right. So we didn't start until February of 2021.
Okay.
February 15th. And the reason I know that exact date is because of the fact that I was so irritated by the fact that we started 2 months late.
Yeah.
We're supposed to start December 23rd. We started February 15th. And then like 3 or 4 days later, Houston gets hit with that ice storm,
right?
Snow, and they called it a storm, but truthfully, it was just an inch of snow and the whole grid shut down.
Right.
Electric grid. You remember this, right?
Yep.
Luckily, we didn't have any plumbing or anything because maybe our house would have completely flooded.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. All we had was a foundation.
Uh-huh.
So I guess we got lucky, But fast forward. And we are at the point now in September where we finally closed at the end of September. Here's the funny thing in between. First time, I want to say halfway through, our master bedroom and bathroom flooded. Flooded.
Okay.
And the excuse was, oh, well, one of the electricians basically drilled a hole through your pipe. And
okay.
I go, that's unusual, but okay.
Yeah.
So we caught it. They fixed it. Cool.
Okay. Fast
forward, we're almost done. And the master closet and bathroom flood again.
Really?
And I go, okay, so what happened this time?
Yeah.
And they go, oh yeah, so there was some stuff in the drain or in the shower, the pipes, and no one cleaned it out well. So that's why it flooded.
Okay.
And I go, so don't you guys think every single time we catch these things, you should start looking ahead?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, Kyle, like every single time it was something. It was like, you're almost there, and then we go back. You're almost there, and we go back. Yeah, so 13 months later, we finally get this damn house built.
Yeah.
And then now I'm at the point where I don't even like it. I hate this house so much now. Despite this house. And then on top of that, so we have to my wife is like, oh, I want to do it. Like, okay, so you see your background, right?
Yeah.
It's a built-in shelf.
Right.
Kyle, you don't realize how hard that built-in shelf is to do. Finding the right person to come to your house and do a built-in is incredibly difficult. Huh. Luckily, we have a guy that's actually doing an incredible job as we speak right now.
Okay.
But having to go to the house every weekend and having to schedule, the trash can company and mud and all this stuff, right? So that's another day I have to schedule. Then I have to schedule for internet.
Okay.
Then I have to schedule for somebody to come in. We're doing a security system, so
Right.
we got to schedule for that.
Right.
And then we have to schedule for a lawn person to come and look at the lawn before they can tell me how much they're going to charge me to cut the lawn. And everybody might be maybe thinking, oh, man, Walt's gotten bougie. Why couldn't he just mow his own lawn?
Right. Right.
Okay, I need you guys to shut the hell up. It's Houston. It is 100 degrees 99% of the year.
Okay.
I'm not going out there. That's a heat stroke. That's a cancer from melanoma.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
people can get
Okay.
skin cancer.
All right.
Okay, I just taught you something. Write that down.
So you're gonna force other people to do it.
Kyle, I'm paying. You know, you got garbage people that come and collect your garbage.
Yeah.
I could go and absolutely take my own garbage to the dump. But
Yeah.
I'm paying for that, right? Do I feel bad? No, I do not feel bad. I found out they actually make really good money.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have been a dentist. I should have been a sanitation engineer.
Yeah. Then you wouldn't be in your little air conditioned bougie life. You'd be out in the elements.
Kyle, I actually started watching these garbage women and men. And you know what's gotten to a point? This is how you know that sooner or later dentistry is going to be obsolete. And there's going to be one dentist doing like 50 different procedures. Why? So I see this lady, and she's sitting in this truck, and I'm like, okay, where's the two guys in the back?
Yeah.
Or the people in the back. I don't want to be sexist because I don't want to get canceled. We just started. So 2 individuals in the back, right?
Uh-huh.
And here's the funny thing. They don't have that anymore. The garbage truck itself literally picks up your garbage, dumps it in, and then puts it right back down.
Yeah.
So you just need one person now.
See what happens when
Before,
people start complaining about their jobs and demanding more money? We
Kyle,
automate it.
Kyle, this is what's happened. This is what's going to happen in dentistry. I'm going to predict in the future, right? Because Facebook changed its name to Meta, so I'm going to predict what's going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to be sitting in my house.
Mhm.
Okay? I'm a periodontist. I'm going to be sitting in my house, and the patient is going to, phone me in, and I'm going to put my goggles or Oculus or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to say, Mrs. Smith, we're going to do a perio surgery today. She's going to be like, oh, but you're not here, Dr. Aka. And Mrs. Smith, shut the hell up. This is a better world. Okay? Just open your mouth. And then my assistant, who's going to be there because I'm lazy and I'm going to stay at home, in my air-conditioned house, okay, that I paid for with my built-in shelf, okay? Really sit right in front of it. And then my assistant's going to put a bite block in there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have these little tiny arms because you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
They do open heart surgery.
Yep. The Da Vinci, surgeries. I think, right?
Yeah, and it's basically playing video games.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen in dentistry. I predict it now.
Yeah.
And then the good thing is, patients are going to say, "Oh my goodness, it's done," and then they're going to try to have a conversation with you. They can't have a conversation with you. Why? Because it's a machine.
Yeah. Yep.
And all you got to do is just turn it off and be like, "All right, Mrs. Smith, my assistant's going to go over everything." Off.
You don't trust your assistant now with you sitting in the room. You're going to trust your assistant to.
Kyle, I need you to shut up because this is the meta world. Okay? In the meta world, assistants are incredible. Okay? They love their jobs. They do everything that they're supposed to, and they come in early to work so that they can enjoy what they're doing.
Okay.
It's the meta
all right.
world.
Okay.
All right, Kyle. I need you to. This is exactly why you're going to fall behind. Keep up with the meta world. Okay. That's what's happening. But no, in all jokes aside, Kyle, I'm going to be honest with you. If you have somebody that you really hate,
okay,
convince them to build a house.
Huh.
Convince them to build a house because I promise you they'll be broken by the time it's done.
See, I built a house. I put a house in. But
Kyle, you did not build a house.
I went to the lot. I looked at the model units on the lot, and I said, give me this.
Uh-huh.
Put the same decorations, put everything, put the same colors, same carpet, same everything.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just make my bathroom a little bit bigger that fits me. Put the shower head up a little bit higher, change these couple of little things.
Yes.
4 months later, the house is in.
But Kyle, is it a house, Kyle?
It is. It's a double wide house.
See the difference? You can move your house. My house is done. It's stable. It stays there. You can literally move that house across the street and no one will question it. They'll be like, oh, okay, Kyle's moving.
Yep.
Kyle's moving. And it's literally your whole house. Okay?
No, man, I couldn't go through picking out every little detail.
It's horrible. Man. I'll be honest with you, it's horrible. And the funny thing is, I didn't do much. Like my wife literally did everything.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to admit to it. She did everything. And I'm just the guy that, like, after it was done, I'm like, okay, now I gotta set everybody up so they can come in and
Right.
put the the internet up, and I gotta get this and get that and get this, and it was like calling everybody and getting all that coordinated. And the only time that you can really have time to do a lot of this stuff is on weekends.
Okay.
So that's why. So to whoever listening, I apologize. It's me. It wasn't Kyle. It was because if it was Kyle, I would throw him under the bus in a heartbeat. But it was not Kyle. It was completely me. This is why we haven't had the podcast in a while. But it allows you guys to miss us. It allows you guys to go tell everybody to go back and listen to our previous episode.
Yep.
Right? So that you can catch up. It's like a season. This is a new season, Kyle.
That's right.
New season of Truth Be Told. We found out that the butler was the one that did it, right? Squid Game style. And then Kyle decided to come back, and then we're not murdered yet, so Squid Game style. So I gotta make all these connections so that people watch, and when they search us, they'll type in Squid Game, hashtag Squid Game, so that it comes to us.
So you've had time to watch Squid Game, but not podcast.
I'm glad you asked that. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'll be the first one to. Yeah, that was my time from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. before my girls woke up.
Okay.
That was my hour of watching. So if you wanted a podcast at 6 a.m. your time, 5 a.m. my time, I would be free.
That's a dark way to start the day with some Squid Game.
That game, I'll be honest, that show is incredible, man.
Yeah.
If anybody hasn't seen it,
it
they
is.
need to watch it.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And it's funny. Like I look at that. So you always want to. I like to make comparisons to my life.
Okay.
Right? I like to make comparisons to my life. And I thought to myself, okay, so imagine a bunch of dentists in a room.
Mm-hmm.
And you look up and you see every time one gets knocked off, more money falls down, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, what does this remind me of?
Okay.
Dental school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
The number one person usually gets to pick whatever specialty they want, which has more money, quotations, unquote, right?
Yeah.
And everybody else is getting knocked off. So your dreams are smashed from the beginning, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So after your first semester, you know where you rank.
Yep.
And the likelihood of you being number one gets slimmer if you're number 80.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or however many in your class, right?
That's a good comparison.
So then basically that last person just says, well, I guess my specialty career is done.
Yep. Now you got to be a lowly general dentist.
But the funny thing is, this is the part that everybody always thinks that being a specialist is the best thing. It's not. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, because as a general dentist, this is what I realized recently too. That a patient was like, oh, what made you want to be a periodontist? And I was like, oh man, I enjoy surgery. I love what I do. I get to hang out with people, and they're like, oh, but no one really likes surgery. And I was like, oh. Okay. And they're like, yeah, no one really is excited to see you, right? I was like, oh, okay. And then they kept talking, right? I just realized that no one wants to do anything like as a periodontist, who wants to come and say, you have gum disease and you need to do surgery?
Yeah, nobody.
No one,
nobody.
Right? And then, you do an implant and you're like, man, this implant looks good. Everything's great. Who gets most of the credit?
Me.
The general dentist who did the
I put the tooth on. Yep.
No one gives a crap about the surgery. Everybody just wants to know, what is that final tooth going to look like?
Right. Yeah.
So literally, the only thing that I do that I might get a little bit of hey, good job, is gingivectomy.
Yeah.
If you have excess gum and I trim it away, that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else, no one gives a crap about because I cause them pain or I cause them some kind of like financial woe because I charge too much or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So I personally want to go back to being a general dentist. I'm putting it out there.
Honestly, that's other than probably plastic surgeons, that's pretty much any medical field, wouldn't it be? Nobody's excited to see any kind of doctor.
Right, unless you're an aesthetic or cosmetic dentist.
Right.
Then everybody wants to see you.
Right. If you're the Instagram dentist.
Plastic surgeons, you can get your Brazilian butt lifted. Yep. Or your boobs or Instagram face or whatever you guys have nowadays.
Yeah.
Right?
And but happily pay.
That, no one else wants to see us.
And they happily drop $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. No problem.
Without thinking twice.
Right. Yep.
Without thinking twice.
But,
so I need to figure a way to connect, people that want to see me with people that I just need to connect everybody. And so this actually brings me to, Kyle and I, we've been talking.
Yep.
And guess what? We're going to try to bring somebody on that's going to simplify marketing.
Yes.
So this is a little preview.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to bring somebody on who's going to simplify marketing for general dentists, and you guys hopefully will stop paying thousands of dollars. So if any marketing gurus are out there listening to this, and you're charging that much, and we hope that and let's just be honest, we're disruptors.
Yeah.
Kyle and I, we don't program anything. We
Nope.
don't have an app, but we
Nope.
like to disrupt just to piss people off. So our whole podcast this season is going to be, let's disrupt as much as we possibly can. Let's make sure that we anger as many people as possible.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If I can figure a way to disrupt dental schools, I will. That's actually, you know what? That's my first goal. Let me find a charter school, a charter dental school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Here's something else too. My brother, right? He's an engineer, right? He was a petroleum engineer,
Right.
right?
Yep.
But now he's a consultant.
Yep.
I don't know how he got in position. He's way too young to be a consultant. I don't even know what he's consulting on. You know, because I personally think he's an idiot. But everybody thinks he's smart enough to be a consultant, right? And he makes very good money.
Okay.
Right? And so he got this job about a year ago. He's making really good money. And then I thought to myself, okay, dentists, and we'll speak to just dentists, right?
Yep.
You guys go to school for a few, 4 to 12 years additional, right after undergrad.
Right.
He went to undergrad.
Okay.
He is making very good money. I'm talking about dental plus money.
Right.
I'm talking about you have your own practice, that kind of money.
Right.
Right. The difference between him and the dentist is, one, he doesn't have to deal or answer to any patient at all.
Right.
And two, he didn't have to go to school and spend $250 to $400, $500 now.
Right.
In debt to get to this level.
Plus,
so the question I have,
he didn't. There was the opportunity cost of not working those years when you're in school. So it doesn't just cost you what the tuition is; it's how much are you losing in addition because you're not working during that time. So it's double.
So Kyle, you have just said exactly right. So you are literally getting hit twice.
Yep.
Right, you're getting hit on both ends.
Yep.
So now I'm going to say this: if you are a dentist or you're a dental student or a pre-dent, and you think you're going to come into dental school and I'm going to make so much money, stop. Let's pause. You might make money, but you're going to lose a lot more first.
Right.
Before you make.
Yeah.
So don't come into this thinking that you're just here to just make the money, because you can easily make more money doing something that's way faster, right?
Yep.
And way less stressful.
Yeah.
So that's something that I think we need to put out there.
Plumber, electrician, welder.
Oh, come on. Bro, let me know. Woo! Kyle, you about to get me started again. Kyle, you about to get me started again. Look at a painter.
Yeah.
A painter, Kyle. We're we're trying to find a painter.
Yeah.
To basically paint little accent walls and stuff. Because my girls are like, oh, I want a little pink, daddy. I hate them, right? Stick with white. No, I want a little pink. I want a little. And my wife is like, oh, look, they want that. They're so cute. They want it. Please give it to me. Right? Me, when I was growing up, I'd be like, Dad, can I please have that other shoe? Can I have a pair? And he's like, you will work for that pair of shoes.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
No, I'm supposed to just give it to them.
Yeah.
Right? Painters are charging outrageous amount of money just to come in and paint your house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, outrageous amounts of money.
Well,
and people are doing it.
Yeah. Painters. I mean, look, I don't have kids, but childcare.
Oh, okay. You got me started. This past Friday, okay, I was off. I had to go to the house again and set up some stuff for the carpenter and electrician. And I had to, in between that, right? So, and then I also had a refrigerator delivered. And that was actually so I called the refrigerator people. They're like, hey, call us Friday at 8 a.m. To find out your time for the delivery. Okay. I don't know why you're not calling me, but sure, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I call them and she goes, oh, yeah. You're right here. Your range is from 9 to 1. And I go, I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't hear you. She goes, 9 to 1. I'm like, ma'am, don't you think that's a big range?
Okay.
Right? It's usually 2-hour range,
right.
9 to 11.
Yeah.
No. She said 9 to 1. She goes, no, sir. We give you a 4-hour range. I said, okay. And they'll call you 30 minutes to an hour when they're near your house. I said, okay, ma'am. Okay, now see, this is the problem. Is it 30 minutes or is it an hour?
Right.
Sir, it's 30 minutes to an hour And I go, ma'am, so what am I supposed to be doing for 4 hours?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, I have a Halloween parade that I'm supposed to go to.
Yeah.
Okay? And the way they do the Halloween parade at the daycare is they start with the youngest and get to the oldest.
Okay.
But they don't. But I have an hour difference in between time.
Uh-huh.
So my youngest was at 10:15, and my oldest was at 11:30.
Okay.
And I can't just sit there. It's just creepy.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit there for an hour looking at a bunch of kids I don't know.
Okay.
So I have to go back and forth.
Okay.
And in between that, that's the time that my refrigerator delivery time was supposed to be in.
Okay.
And I'm about 40 minutes away from the house.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm still living in the house we have now.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to coordinate all this.
Okay.
But I said, you know what? Screw it. My girls, I got to take pictures because my wife is like, no, you got to go take pictures. And I'm like, but we got a refrigerator. She goes, I don't care. You got to take pictures. Okay. So I'm basically stuck trying to figure out how I'm going to coordinate all this and what I'm going to tell what lie I'm going to tell the refrigerator delivery guys.
Yeah.
When they come, I'm like, hey, yeah, I'll be there in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure this all out. So the one thing that the school did, which made me want to start a daycare, is what they do is they say, hey, we're having a parade, we're having a bunch of stuff. So what we need from you parents is the candy, and then we're going to have a party. So we need to bring some food and everything else. Make sure there's no nuts.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, Kyle, I'm paying a monthly fee.
Yeah.
Why am I also providing the food and the service and everything else for this daycare?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, their overhead is zero.
Right.
Because the parents are basically doing everything.
Yeah. Well,
I'm done with dentistry.
See, I think I know your problem, Walter.
Please.
This title of specialist and periodontist, I think, has elevated you to thinking that you're the center of the universe.
Oh, okay. Continue, sir. Because I have yet to mention anything about myself. Tell me how everybody else's issues make me the center of the universe. Please.
What I'm hearing is you want the refrigerator company to base their schedule around you when they got
give me a shorter window.
Yeah.
Sorry. And here's the funny thing. Guess what time they even showed up?
What time?
1 o'clock.
Of course.
1 o'clock.
Of course.
I was like, yo, and I saw him. I was like, guys, you guys got here at 1. And he's like, yeah. We had a busy morning. I go, but the lady told me 9 to 11 or 9 to 1.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, I don't know why she keeps doing that. I was like, so why don't you guys call me directly and tell me, oh, no, we can't do that, man. We can't call people directly and tell. That's crazy. And I was like, no, but bro, like you knew what time you were going to be here.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but that's not the point. We can't just call you directly unless we're coming.
Yep.
Why don't you guys just tell people so they're not sitting around waiting on you guys?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good idea. And then he walked away and went to go try to put it in the refrigerator. I was like, my Lord, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's all about me, though, Kyle. It's all about me.
And patients get upset with us because we try to do what's best for them and they don't want to brush their teeth.
What I'm going to do, Kyle, from now on is every time a patient is scheduled, let's say a patient is scheduled at 9 o'clock. We might say, your appointment is at 9 o'clock. But we might call you in to the operatory between 9:30 and 4. What? Listen, we're going to give you a range. We're going to expect you to sit here and be quiet. Right? So between 9:30 and 4 will be your time to be seen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We hope you're okay with that.
Oh, yeah. But if you go to Disney World, they love it. Everybody loves it. They're fine standing in line for 2.5 hours. They're fine paying an entrance fee that has grown 4,000 times inflation.
And no one says anything.
Nobody said they save up all year to be able to go stand in a line for 2 hours multiple times a day. Not just one line for 2.5 hours.
Come on.
At least 5 or 6 times you're going to stand in line for that long.
And you've only ridden 5. So in a whole day, you might have only ridden 5 rides. And they're probably average, like a minute?
And you're paying $20 for a grilled cheese sandwich. And they love it.
For 10 hours, you rode 4-minute rides, or 4 minutes total of rides. And you stood in line on average of 8 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
And no one says anything.
Nope. Not a word.
Welcome. And they paid a lot.
Oh, they pay a ton.
But God forbid somebody, we don't come into the operatory in 5 minutes or my appointment was at 9 o'clock. It's 9:05. Where is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But if they're late, it's okay.
It's okay. Oh yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, this is again. Listen, this is a new season. Screw all the politically correct anything. I'm done. Like, you're gonna hear me go. I need to get into the racketeering world of daycares. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just open my own daycare with no experience, right? So make sure that I have somebody who has experience. Right. I'm just gonna collect parents' money, and what I'm gonna do is everything that we do, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, your kids are about to have a great time with this party, but before we have the party, I need you guys to go ahead and bring in the tables, the chairs. Okay, we might even host it at your house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I want the parents to pick a house, and we'll all go there so that the kids can have a good time. And if you don't, you're a horrible father and mother, by the way.
As a little teaser for everybody listening, and for people that are concerned about Walter listening right now, that he's on the verge of a mental breakdown, we do have a mental health therapist coming on, Amy Morrison. She'll be on one of these upcoming episodes. We'll do some therapy with Walter to help balance him out.
It just, I think what it is I realize I do a comparison of my childhood, and I do a comparison. Let me go ahead and break it down real quick. This is another thing too, Kyle. Okay. So yesterday I called my brother, my other brother. I have 3 brothers, by the way, so you'll hear me complain about them throughout. They know that.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
They don't listen to us anyway.
They don't listen, actually. They don't. They really told me. I was like, hey, I'm still doing a podcast. They're like, oh, man, that's still going on? I said, that's how I know you hate me. But, so here's the funny thing. Is like, I called my one brother. He's the one that works for Disney, the youngest one. And I was like, oh, you're off today? He goes, yeah, it's Friday. I'm off. I was like, oh, so, what are you doing? You just taking vacation or what are you doing? He goes, I'm taking a mental health day. Okay. And I was like, what's a mental health day? He goes, yeah, man, you just tell them you want to take the day off for your mental health, and they give it to you.
Really? Like, what company is this?
This is Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So this is what's in right now. So okay. Kyle, I'm not going to lie to you. What I might do is go work for a company that can give me a mental health day.
Wouldn't that be nice?
And my other brother had a little baby, my niece, Olivia. I like her way more than I like my brother. You know what I mean? And he's going to get a paternity leave. Okay. And he said that to me at first. He goes, yeah, I'm going to get a paternity leave. I was like, for what? Yeah. He's like, so I can help take care of the baby. I was like, you get a day, you get paid to stay at home with the baby too? And he goes, yeah, man, what are you, like a Neanderthal? And I was like, what? I was like, I didn't think that was possible. One, I didn't think they needed you. Yeah, they need mom. They don't need dad. Right, but this is research, man. Both mother and father need to be there. So paternity leave. So okay. I'm telling you right now, I did it all wrong. Yeah, I was still working. Yeah, I should have had a mental break. I should have had a mental relief day or whatever they called it. And I should have had a paternity leave. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get paid because I get paid off of what I do. But I got to figure that part out. That's the joy of working for yourself, right? That if you want to get paid, you got to work. I need a mental health break. I'm cracking. Yeah. I'm cracking. And it's all because of this house. Yeah. So are you moved in? No. Oh. We have to still finish. We got to finish a bunch of stuff that, like, Kyle, you weren't listening. I told you about this built-in. Yeah, yeah. Okay? I didn't realize the new. I mean, how long it takes to do built-ins and all this other stuff, and then you got to paint the built-in. Okay. Right, and then you got to do all this additional remodel. So basically, we built a house just to remodel. Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah, I have nothing to do with it. I just the whole thing makes no sense to me. I just pay the bills. But it's kind of like I remember one time. I remember it was like a tooth number 15, and it was like a DO composite. Okay. Right? And I remember finishing that composite. It was so hard. Their cheeks in the way. Finished it, and it was so difficult. I actually hated that composite. Yeah. Right. This is the house. Okay. After you finish, you're supposed to be proud. Like, right. Oh, man, this is it right here. Look what we just did. Right. I hate the house. Huh. I hate it. Huh. So that's basically that DO number 15 composite. You got a long life ahead of you, man. Different. It was so difficult that, like, after you're done, you're not even proud of it. You're just like, oh, thank God, I hate this. You know, like you hate the patient, you hate the cheeks. You start hating stuff that you're not even supposed to. I hate this Tafelmeyer. I hate, you know.
Oh yeah.
Start hating random stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because it feels so just tedious and arduous, and you just kind of said, what was I thinking?
You're gonna walk through that house when you move in. You're gonna walk by this built-in shelf. You're going to have a PTSD attack. Every time you walk by it, you're going to have to hang a curtain in front of it so you can avoid these triggers.
That would have to be the whole house. That would literally be the whole house. I would have to like live in another house just so I don't have PTSD. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man, if I have any enemies, I want you to build a house. I promise you, it's the best experience you'll ever have. You know what I mean? So please. But no, man, honestly, like, I'm looking forward to this season. I'm looking forward to just basically getting people to understand dentistry is not just about numbers or this or that. Like, I want them to kind of get the human aspect again. Right? I want us to go back and get the human aspect and also see what's coming up. I really believe, just like Facebook changed its name to Meta, we're not changing Tooth Be Told because it's just going to be too much work and I don't have time for that.
No.
But think of it as if we're changing. We're changing to a whole new Squid Game kind of level, right?
Okay.
We're just going to disrupt as much as we can, give you the information, right?
Yep.
I also want to try to get people on because one thing that I'm learning is I wish that I started doing investments and trying to build a portfolio at a younger age.
Right, yeah.
Like, imagine this, right? So I graduated in 2009. Imagine if I would have started getting into the stock market when like Apple was like $50.
Right. Yeah.
When Tesla was like $10.
Yeah.
Like, these are the kind of things that, like, and you knew about Tesla. You were on Facebook all the time. I would have invested in Facebook because I used it so goddamn time.
Yeah.
You know, so many times, right?
Yeah.
Like these are the kind of things, and it's not that simple. So I'm gonna put it out there. If anybody knows like just how to simplify the stock market, or just give us some hints to just make us successful, I want somebody to come on the podcast and talk about it.
Okay.
Because dentistry is not just about what you do from 9 to 5.
Right.
Or whatever range you want to give people.
Right.
Dentistry is also about what you do so that you can get out of dentistry.
Right.
So that you can live a comfortable life.
Or you can practice dentistry on your own terms. Like ideal dentistry, what makes you're able to sleep at night because you're doing the best that you're able to for yourself, the patient, without worrying about insurance.
Fearing the insurance or who's going to get paid or if you're going to be broke.
Yep.
I think dentists, we sit here and we worry so much about. We literally live patient to patient, not paycheck to paycheck, patient to patient. I want someone to write that down.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I swear to God, I'm suing them. Dentists live patient to patient.
Yeah.
I'm actually, you know what? Let's get a T-shirt.
All right. Yeah.
We're gonna get a T-shirt that says, "As a dentist, I live patient to patient."
I like that.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna get a T-shirt. I'm actually gonna try to find someone to make a T-shirt for me that
says
that.
I like it.
You know what I mean? And I swear to God, if anybody steals that from me, I'll sue the shit out of you. But anyway, as a dentist, we live patient to patient, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
We need to basically enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I bet you, if you're financially secured, if you're financially intelligent, and you're able to say, no matter what happens, God forbid, another COVID or pandemic hits, guess what? I'm still at home. I'm okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Because I'm able to have the money, and my assistants are okay because I'm paying them what they're worth, and my hygienist is okay because I'm paying them what they're worth, and I've taught them financial independence and freedom.
Right.
That's what we need. Man.
Right.
Yep. So those are all the things we're going to do in the new season.
Sounds good.
And then if somebody gets shot or something like that, it's Squid Games. Squid Games. I'm going to keep saying Squid Games until someone hashtags us with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. No, honestly, this is what I'm excited about. I want to basically change this up so that we can get dentists to enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
And also realize if you're not happy, leave.
Yeah.
Leave dentistry if you're not happy.
Plenty of other things to do. It's not helping the patient, not helping yourself or your family.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Just go and do something else. I promise you. The world has gotten to a point where you can literally learn anything online.
Yep.
It's not like when we were growing up where I had to go to the library and look for the Dewey Decimal System and find an encyclopedia to learn. you can literally type in anything.
Yep.
And you can learn it online.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so we'll maybe get somebody to come and teach us how to be better, dentists when it comes to organization, mental health, marketing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe we can have somebody come on and teach us how to be better as a team.
Yep. I got we all need coaches in our life.
Okay.
Even Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, they're the top of their game. They had coaches.
That's
So
right.
2.5 years ago, I brought in a consultant / coach to my practice. The company is called Fortune Management. So
Okay.
he listens to our podcast. So
That's
I'm
right.
sure his
Awesome.
Todd would be very happy to join us on one of these episodes.
Todd, come on.
Yep.
Come on board, Todd. I'm telling you, and maybe you can help coach me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Help coach. I don't know if you can help me. That's what I feel like Amy's going to be doing. Todd,
hey, we all need help. Nobody has all the right answers. So
sure don't.
We'll try to bring people on that we can surround ourselves with the people that can help everybody.
That's it. And so we're going to get away from just dentist, this podcast is being about, let's focus strictly on dentistry, and we're going to expand, right? Because we got to be better overall.
Yeah.
So that's what this season is going to be. So we'll title this one, A Change is A-Coming.
I like it.
or as the dentist, I live patients to patients. We'll figure it out. I swear to God, again, if anybody, I already trademarked it. I said it first. Tag, I'm in, But anyway, man, honestly, this was fun again. I forgot how much fun this was. This is way better than talking to electricians about all the problems in the house. So this was a lot more fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll put this up, and listen, thank you guys for listening. The people that are avid listeners, thank you. We definitely appreciate you guys. We don't think that we forgot about you guys. It's just that sometimes life happens.
Yep,
absolutely. So we appreciate your patience.
Yep, we'll be you'll be hearing a bunch from us here in the next couple of days, couple of weeks.
New season.
Let it
begin.
All right.
All right, guys. Later.
See ya.